Hello, my name is Ben Portal. I have been studying poetry and First Nation culture for the past several weeks. This is a symbol poem I wrote and is about the importance of the red cedar tree in First Nation culture.
You are the red cedar, standing still in the forest, watching but not speaking, majestic and proud in the sunlight, ominous in the night. You are the canoe, the basket, everything, the lifeblood of a culture. We give you thanks for your strength, so you may live and prosper. I would like to highlight the two poetic devices used in this poem. They are personification, watching but not speaking, and also a metaphor, the lifeblood of a culture. Finally, I chose to write this poem due to that I feel that the red cedar is a very important part of the First Nations culture and how they also related to plants and animals alike.
This is a lyrical poem, and it is about the injustices the First Nations people have been made to endure.
Unfair and uncaring, horrible and humiliating, what shame we should feel. We thought we were doing something good, for sure, but it was one of the most terrible things on earth. What shame we should feel. The horrors they have known, from the seeds we have sown, what shame we should feel, what shame we should feel. The poetic device used in this poem is a rhyme scheme. Also, I feel this poem greatly reflects the horrors and injustices and many other bad things that has been put upon First Nations people.
These are two haiku poems about two of the 7 grandfather teachings, wisdom and love.
The poetic device used in this is a simile. Wisdom is the book, a finely tuned mind, how to use knowledge. Love is kindness. Love is kindness, is beauty, is a beating heart. As mentioned earlier, these are two of the 7 grandfather teachings. Although they're all very important, I find these two not especially important, but very meaningful. And the owl, of course, represents wisdom in First Nations culture, and the hummingbird is that of love.
This is the concrete poem about the salmon and the circle of life inside the First Nations culture.
The flow of the river leads into the sea, where the salmon live. But where do they breed? In the sea? No, but in the river of life. I chose to write this poem because it reflects the beauty of the circle of life and the salmon run. Also the renewal of life itself and all around just living, accepting, and being alive. I think it is truly beautiful.
This is about the sun, the moon, and their value in the form of an ode.
Watching over us, you two, with love, warmth, and light, not judging, simply guiding us under your ever-loving gazes. This poem greatly reflects the spirituality of the First Nations culture within the sun and the moon, and how they both, even though the moon is at night, give us light, warmth, and in a sense, love. They're always there, a constant, forever. I would like to thank Miss Watson for teaching me about poetry, Mr. McKenzie for providing the tech, and Aiden Downing for voicing this whole thing. And thank all of you for listening to what I have to say on the subject of First Nations culture, poetry, meaning, spirituality, and art.